Today, we're going to talk about something difficult. It's a personal story that gets at a really tough question. What happens when you try to do something good, but it leads to something awful? This is the helper's dilemma.
It all started with what I thought was just a simple, straightforward act of kindness. But the result? Well, the result has stuck with me ever since. It's a constant reminder of just how complicated doing good can actually be. I really did try to do a good thing, and I'm still haunted by what happened next.
So let's get into it. It all began with something pretty beautiful, actually. A local stray dog that I'd see around the neighborhood gave birth to a litter of puppies. And, there's this certain magic to seeing new life come into the world. It was like this raw, natural miracle playing out right there on my street.
She had 4 puppies in total, but nature can be incredibly harsh. One of them died almost right away, and then another one followed just a few days later. So out of the 4, we were left with just 2 survivors. A strong, really energetic little yellow one, and a much smaller, quieter black one.
As I watched them grow up over the next few weeks, I started to notice a pattern, a dynamic between the 2 of them that really bothered me. And this is where I decided, you know what, I have to step in. I have to lend a hand. This was supposed to be my act of kindness.
So here's the dynamic I was seeing every single day. The yellow pup was the clear alpha, strong, playful, always muscling her way to the food first. But the little black pup? Oh, she was the runt of the litter. Weaker, super timid, and she was only ever getting the leftovers, if anything at all. It was survival of the fittest happening right in front of me, and I just couldn't stand to watch it. It felt so cruel.
So I made a choice. I just thought, nope, I am not going to just stand by and watch this happen. I decided to intervene. I started making sure that the little black pup got her fair share of food. I'd even shoo the yellow one away sometimes, just to give the weaker one a real chance to eat. I thought I was leveling the playing field.
But this is where the story takes a sharp, dark turn. My attempt to correct what I saw as a natural injustice, it set off a chain reaction. A series of just devastating, unintended consequences that I could never, ever have predicted.
It was just a cascade of loss. It started with the strong yellow pup. One day, she just suddenly fell ill. I got some medicine from a vet. I did everything I possibly could, but it was no use. A few days later, she was gone. So now only the black pup was left. Months went by, she grew up, and then she got hit with this horrible, crippling illness herself. Incredibly, she fought through it and recovered. But the tragedy, it was far from over. She had her first litter of puppies, and every single one of them died. Then she had a second litter, and again, all of them died. Then came the third litter, and this time, packs of other dogs came and killed them one by one right in front of her, and she was completely powerless to stop them.
And this is the question that started to just eat away at me. By feeding her, petting her, by making her life easier, had I inadvertently made her weak? Did my kindness strip away the very survival instincts she needed to protect her own young in this harsh, unforgiving world?
This whole experience, it forced me to confront some incredibly difficult moral questions. And it's not just about what happened to these dogs. It's about the very nature of our actions and the ripple effects they can have.
This is the question that I just can't escape. Can I draw a straight line from my decision to help one little puppy to the deaths of all her children? Did my one good deed directly cause all of this suffering? It's a truly haunting thought to live with.
And, that leads to an even bigger question. How do we even define a good action? If I acted from a place of compassion, from a good place, but the ultimate result was this cascade of death and pain, does my intention even matter? Is the action itself still good?
And this is the one that really gets me. When you look at the final tally of all the suffering, would it have actually been better, more merciful in the long run, if I had just walked away and done nothing at all? If I just let nature take its cruel course? It's an almost unbearable thing to even consider.
Living with those kinds of questions it's a torment. So you have to find some way to move forward, right? To make sense of a world where your best intentions can go so horribly, horribly wrong.
This whole thing taught me something I've come to call the futility of human action. It's this unsettling idea that we live in a world that is so complex, so chaotic, that any action, no matter how good our intentions are, can ripple outwards in ways we can't possibly predict or control. I mean, think about it on a bigger scale, like large-scale aid that accidentally destroys a local economy, or even a parent who smooths every single obstacle out of their child's path, only to create an adult who can't cope with failure. We can try to do good, but we can't control what good ultimately becomes.
So, where does that leave me? Well, it's led me to this conclusion. I have to let go of the illusion that I'm in control. I can't control the final outcome. I simply can't see the end of the story. The only thing I can control is my intention in the moment I choose to act. And for the rest, you just have to have faith that it all fits into some larger plan that's way beyond our understanding. And that's really the thought I want to leave you with today. We all face these kinds of dilemmas in our lives, big and small. We all try to do good. But when you truly accept that you can't know the end of the story, that you can't control that final result, how do you choose to act? What guides your hand? Thanks for tuning in.